have to put it in here because we're not talking about sexy if this fragrance is not on this list. I mean, come on. Like, what are we talking about? I promise you it did not disappoint. I promise you it's everything it's supposed to be. I promise you it's everything that they said it was and more. You're going to find that with everything on here, because if it's not giving compliments, is it sexy for real? Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Cree. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to pick up from the original 5 fragrances video that I filmed a couple of weeks ago. If you made it to the end of that, then you saw I was unable to finish that due to some background disturbances that I had, and I told you that I would come back in another video and I was going to do fall but make it sexy. So that's exactly what we're going to do here tonight. I hope you guys are looking forward to this video because I'm looking forward to filming it. This is featuring all of the fall fragrances that I consider to be fall appropriate, but also sexy. If you guys love you a fall warm and cozy scent, but you also like something that could maybe parlay from Netflix and chill on into date night, then this is the video for you, okay? I have an array of fragrances perfect for a sexy date night in the fall season. I don't pull for these all the time, but there's a time and place for everything, and today we're going to get into it. If that sounds like something that you guys would like to see, please hit the like button for your girl, and I would love to have you subscribe to the channel if you find that you enjoy the content while you guys are watching. And with no further ado, let's get into it. In today's video, we are just all about the vibes, so that's what we're going to go off today. We're not going to get too much into notes. I don't know all of these off the top of my head, but we're just going to get into it. What I know, I'll tell you, and what I don't, we're not even going to touch on that. So the very first fragrance up is the one that I left off on in my video, and that was this. You guys, this is Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. You guys, this is the OG fragrance. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, there you go. My dent is down here, so I'm about halfway through the bottle. I've had this for a little bit of time now. Is the 2.7 ounce bottle, actually. So it isn't the biggest one. They have one that's right above it, but it's all good. It's big enough. I adore this fragrance. I have been in love with this. Give me one second. I got some testers because I don't want to end up smelling like a whole bunch of stuff today. Let's spray this, even though I could have definitely sprayed this on me. That's how it comes out. If you've never seen, I love that. And if you guys have never really seen or used this bottle, you don't take this off here. On the smaller bottles, you take it off here. That's the top. But on this one, it just has a button here and you just press it down. You guys, oh my God, I just love this fragrance. It's one of my favorite designer fragrances, one of my top 10s for life. This fragrance opens up with like a burst of like a freshness, a bergamot and lemon opening. And then as it dries down, it just goes into like this oriental vanilla and cacao fragrance. There's coffee in this fragrance, and I think that just adds like a freshness to it, almost like fresh ground coffee, like when you first smell the scent of Folgers in the morning, freshly brewed coffee. That's what I get. It's not to the point where it's like I smell like coffee. Not to me. I think it's just like an essence in here. This is so sexy, but there is something fresh about it. To me, this is like a dark femme fatale type of fragrance. Like when I'm thinking about being super uber sexy, these that are on this list, these are what I think about, okay? Something about this just gives me sexy vibes, y'all. It's just like the heel. It's just like it looks. There are so many others in this line, so surely you'll find one that you love. But for me, this is the one. I stopped here. This is what I love. I've tried some of the others. This is just my favorite, and it will forever be. I just love it. It's sweet. It is like a warmth to it, but it's got a freshness, but it's so sexy, y'all. And it's a compliment getter. Okay, so if you wear this, please know you're going to get compliments for the night. You're going to be getting compliments. Believe that. I love this. I absolutely love this. Number one on my sexy date night for fall fragrances. Absolutely. Carolina Herrera Good Girl, the OG. Next up is also, I believe, to be considered sexy. Quite sexy because it's a little on the spicy side. You get borderlines between gourmand and sexy, okay? And this is none other than Casamorati Lira. You guys, I've had this for quite some time and I'm actually almost done with it. Like I'm literally on my last few squirts, to be honest. But I've actually been wearing this lately. This is what a lot of the girls consider to be a straight up gourmand lemon pound cake. And though I do feel like it gives you like a cakey, lemony, cakey vibe, there's a spiciness to this fragrance. There's definitely a complexity, a level of complexity that's deeper than just your gourmand, sweet, decadent lemon cake. There's that, right? In the deep dry down, but initially, and even through maybe I would say like the first hour or so of wear, you're going to pick up some of those other aromatics in here, like the lavender and the licorice note and the cinnamon. There are other complex notes in here that I would like you guys to consider if you're looking into Lira. But Lira is through and through still a gourmand. Once it dries down, the longer that you wear it, the more those cakey notes will start to come through. And it is beautiful, but I like to consider this to be more of a sophisticated, more of a spicy lemon vanilla cake type of scent, if you will. And that is Casamorati's Lira. Okay. And if I didn't say so, it definitely dries down to a beautiful vanillic and caramel base. Oh, so sexy, you guys. So sexy. You smell edible. So, I mean, do with that information what you will. Casamorati Lira. This next fragrance is a fragrance that I have actually layered with Lira at times, and it makes a really, really good combo. So if you have these two, please do try them out together. I put this in a combo probably a year ago, so it's not new, but it may be new to some of you, some of my new subscribers, or those who haven't been following me for the last year or so. Y'all try these two out. But this is a beautiful vanilla fragrance, you guys. It's from the Middle Eastern houses. This is one that I just grew to love. It's a complex vanilla. To me, it takes it a little notch higher than just your basic, you know, vanilla extract or cookie cake vanilla. This gives some complexity, and I think everything that's on this list gives a little bit of complexity, because that's what makes it sexy to me. It makes it interesting. And this one that I'm speaking about now is none other than Nebras. Okay, Nebras is a Lattafa fragrance. It is an inspiration of Billie Eilish's Eilish, and you know, I like this better. I always have. I never really gravitated towards Eilish, but for some reason Nebras had me coming back. Even when I didn't want to come back, it had me coming back. I consider this to be a spicy vanilla fragrance. It has some red berries in there. It's got some rose. It's got some cacao. And of course, it's got vanilla, probably some amber and musk in the base as well. I consider this to be somewhat of a spicy vanilla that gives me somewhat of a cooling sensation to it. If there is something that's very, very sexy about this fragrance, it's interesting. Something very interesting about this. You guys, one thing I will say about this, number one, it's a compliment getter. Okay, really, everything on here really, but number one, it's a compliment getter. Number two, it lasts for an eternity. At least on me, I've never had a problem with longevity with this fragrance, and it is so sexy. I find it gets better and better the longer that I wear it. I'm not showing it in the camera because this comes, mine is broken. I dropped my collection and it broke, so I don't want it to fall off, but that's why I'm not showing it. But yeah, a very pretty sweet fragrance that I definitely pick up vanilla right off the bat, but I do get some spicy notes in there. I get some aromatics in here, just like I kind of get in Lira, which is probably why I think they layer well together. I pick up something that kind of gives me like a menthol type of vibe. Everybody won't get that, but that's just what I get, so I like to share it. It's like a coolness to it. So that may be what some of you pick up instead of the menthol vibe, but it's just how it comes off to me. It subsides a bit as it dries down, but it's still kind of there in the background, so I wanted to mention it. But very sweet, very sweet. Oh, so pretty. Such a pretty fragrance, you guys. If you like vanilla and you don't mind a little bit of aromatics, you don't mind it a little spicy, a little more interesting, sis, you got to give this a try. This is the one for sexy date night, especially if you like gourmands, especially if you love vanillas. Nebras Elixir. That is Nebras by Lattafa. Y'all, that also might be good layered with Good Girl. I don't know. I just thought about it. But the cacao, the coffee, that might be a good one. So Try that out. Try that out. Okay. Next up, the next fragrance that I had to put on this list, I highly recommend. This was also on my last list, but I have to put it in here because we're not talking about sexy if this fragrance is not on this list. I mean, come on. Like, what are we talking about? You guys, this one needs no introduction. This is YSL Libre Le Parfum. Listen, she's so pretty. So, look at that. You see how it came out? Heavy hitter, and that's how it wears on you. It's a heavy hitter, okay? You will be the center of attention when you wear this in the room. I don't care what everybody else has on. It don't matter. Don't matter how much it costs. None of that. When you come in with this, everybody's eyes gonna be on you. Believe what I tell you. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all, this is a beautiful, sweet, vanillic, ambery, gorgeous fragrance. If you like the original DNA, or if you like the DNA of the leaves, to me, and in my humble opinion, this is the best out of that line. It leans more closest, I would say, to the Intense, but for me, the Intense leans a little more on the masculine side because of that lavender. For me, this one has the least amount of the lavender, or maybe that's overtaken by the addition of the honey and the ginger in here. There's more vanilla, added honey, added ginger, saffron. This is a masterpiece, okay? I mean, it's perfection. Compliments galore. Again, you're gonna find that with everything on here, because if it's not giving compliments, is it sexy for real? You guys, this is YSL Libre. Don't let the dent fool you guys. I mean, I have a dent. This is almost gone. I actually just repurchased it, so don't even. I know this isn't going to make it through the file, so I went ahead and repurchased. But gorgeous, feminine, luxe fragrance. Sis, if you got a fall date night, highly recommend. Like, I literally struggle to find another fragrance to pull for outside of this. Like, when I wear something else, I wonder. When I have something else I plan to wear, like I map out my fragrance, like I map out my outfit. Literally, before I even come up with my outfit, I know what I'm going to wear fragrance-wise. And literally, I go back and forth in my mind with, should I wear that or should I wear this? Every time I'm stepping out, because it's just like, I just know this going to hit for me every time. And sis, she never fails. She never does. So yeah, if you have not already, get your nose, get your hands, and get your wallet and grab you some YSL Libre Le Parfum. Highly recommend. Staple for the fall. Sexy date night approved. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Next, this next fragrance is one that I have not showcased yet on my channel, but I'm so excited to, because you guys, I have been waiting a long time to get this in my collection. I have been patient. Okay, your girl has waited over a year to pick this up at just the right price. And I finally found it at a price that I could get with at the perfect time. It was in the budget. And so I went ahead and bit the bullet. And this is none other than Tom Ford Lost Cherry. The Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Yes. Yeah, I finally got my hands on it. You guys know, for those of you who aren't new and those of you who are, you don't know, I've had several dupes of this, and I still stand by those dupes, you guys. I have no qualms about them. The most recent dupe that I picked up, I actually gave that away to a friend of mine that loves this fragrance, and I wanted her to get an alternative just to let her know, like, my dupes be duping. Okay, if you don't know, my dupes do be duping. Okay, but yeah, guys, I have wanted this for a long time, and so I decided to go ahead, bite the bullet, pick it up. I always say, you know, I love me a good dupe, but if I can afford to do so, and if I have had several dupes on dupes, I will. If I like it enough, I will pick up the original fragrance at least once. Can't promise I'll do it again after that. Just depends on my experience with it. But I do support the original brand typically at least once. And so it was about time. Plus, I wanted it. I'm not going to hold you. I wanted it. I needed it in my collection. I needed to see it. And so I got it. And y'all, look at that. I promise you it did not disappoint. I promise you it's everything it's supposed to be. I promise you it's everything that they said it was and more, except I know a lot of the girls had issues with the longevity on Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I'm going to be honest. I haven't had that issue with mine. Like, since I've had it, I've been wearing it, and I haven't had that issue. People would say that they would spray it and it was gone within 10 minutes or so. Like, I haven't had that happen, but I'm not going to discount anybody else's experience. Again, there are plenty of dupes on the market. So if you don't rock with this, feel free, sis, to get you a dupe and go on about your business. But for me, right now, this is what I'm going for. I love this. It's the sexiest cherry. To me, this was the cherry that rivaled all cherries. Like, this was the one that started it all. This is what everything seemed like it was piggybacking off of or inspired by. So I love this. I really do. And I had to get my hands on the original. I'm so happy I did. Such a beautiful, sweet, boozy cherry. Like, it's dipped in amaretto. Like, girl, I love it. And it's sexy. So yeah, it's obviously on this list for a reason. That's time for a lost cherry, you guys. Highly recommend for a fall sexy date night. This or any of the dupes. If you have a dupe, sis, use that. Save your coin. Moving right along, you guys. We are moving right along. Okay, so this next fragrance that I have, sis, I can't believe I was even thinking about decluttering this, because that's like crazy. You know, it's like you take your eyes off of one, you put your eyes on something else, and then out of sight, out of mind. But sis, no. She's been that girl from day one. I don't know what I was thinking. Forgive me, girl. Forgive me. I was tripping. You guys, this is none other than Valentino, Donna Born in Roma, Intense. I still remember when I started first getting into fragrances and this had released, and I went in the store to smell this. Well, I went to smell Donna Born in Roma. I had smelled it before, but I just wanted to smell it a couple more times before I decided to pick it up, and I did do that. And this had released, and oh my God, I still remember my reaction. And I remember going back and forth trying to decide which one I wanted to get, this one or the OG. I ended up getting the OG, but I did whoop back around and I ended up getting this. I think originally I got it in the 1 ounce. Used that up, decided to upgrade. Recently, when I picked up Extra Dose over the summer, I thought about decluttering this, but for me, this performs the best either at night or in the cooler temperatures. And right now, fall sexy date night, sis, this is, oh my God, so sexy. This is so freaking sexy. It's the same similar DNA to the OG, but intensified. Okay, this is big sis. Okay, matter of fact, if that's the daughter, the original is the daughter, this is the mother. That's what this is, giving grown woman vibes. This ain't no little girl fragrance. This is dark, sexy femme fatale. Through and through. It's not gonna be for everybody. It almost gives me like androgynous vibes. This smells so good. It's slightly sweet, not too sweet. You definitely pick up jasmine in this fragrance. There's benzoin in this fragrance as well, and I think bourbon vanilla. Some people get like a coconutty type vibe to this fragrance. I don't really pick up coconut, but I see where they're going with it. Something about this is so sexy. I mean, I don't know. It's smooth, so smooth. If the OG to you is like kind of sharp with that jazz, this one is so smooth as butter. Yeah, I love it. This is Valentino, Donna Born in Roma, Intense. Oh my God, so sexy for a date night, girl. I got memories with this fragrance, so I'm gonna put that down. Next up for my sexy date night fragrances, okay, my fall but make it sexy. I have one that I have been talking about nonstop, and I'm not gonna spend too much time on it today, okay, because I've done enough raving, but I just wanted to let you guys know one more time, just in case you didn't hear me. This is for the ones in the back, just in case they didn't hear me. Y'all, this here is like simplicity at its finest, but it's sexy, so I had to put it in here. This is Victoria's Secret Bare Sueded Vanilla, you guys. I picked this up a couple of months ago at this point, I guess. Just a gorgeous, slightly complex vanilla. It's like a little bit more than just your regular basic old vanilla. It's giving, like, if you're familiar with Victoria's Secret's Bare Vanilla, like the regular Bare Vanilla, and I don't mean the Bare line, like not these, just the Bare Vanilla, the original, right? Think that, but add in a little bit of saffron, sprinkle in, mix with some creamy vanilla. I mix with a little bit of milk. Like there's a creaminess because there's added milk in here. Mix with a little bit of sandalwood. And you get this. If you like the Bare Vanillas and most of their flankers that they come out with, because you know they're normally just like derivatives of the original, I think you'll like this as long as you don't mind the note of saffron. I don't see what you wouldn't like. You also need to like sandalwood, but this is just so beautiful, you guys. It's so smooth, but it's just an easy reach, and I just had to feature it here, you guys. This is Bare Sueded Vanilla, okay, from Victoria's Secret. Hopefully I ain't holding y'all too long, so I got just a few more. So this next fragrance I like to talk about, because this next fragrance is one that you don't hear about a lot on the YT, but I like to bring it out and talk about it because it's just something different, and it's one that I don't want to let go of in my collection, even though you don't hear about it much. It's not new. This here is a gorgeous, just sexy fragrance. This here is Wanted Girl by Night, and this is by Azzaro. You guys, I really want you to see this. Like, come on now. It's a bomb. Girl, it's a bomb. So good. So this is a super sweet fragrance, okay? I mean, syrupy sweet. You're gonna need to like it sweet to get this, to like this profile. I don't know why. The world may never know. But this fragrance smells like grape soda. It literally smells like the sweetest Welch's grape pop. In the sexiest way though. Okay? If Welch's grape pop can be sexy to you, that's what this smells like. I promise you. But it smells so good. It's unique. And I just find it's so pretty and it's different. And so I had to throw this in there, you guys. This has notes of like whipped cream, night blooming cerise, and patchouli, I think, in the base. It's not much to it. Those notes won't tell you anything about how it smells, but I promise you, if you like a grape note, or if you like that scent, Welch's grape pop, that's what it smells like, without the fizz, and a little earthiness from that patchouli, but it's not too much at all. So sexy, guys. That is Wanted Girl by Night by Azzaro. In that same vein, I do want to highlight this fragrance. This is Care Confection by Paris Corner, you guys. This is their inspiration. If you guys aren't familiar, most of these, with the exception of the one that they came out with, Peach Delulu, the most recent, they all are dupes outside of that for Kayali. It's amazing atomizer. And this is an excellent dupe for Kayali's Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. Many of you already know I have that fragrance as well. I picked this up when it came out, and guys, I must say it carries a strong similarity to me, to the Wanted Girl by Night, although this doesn't have those same notes, but they're in the same family. Like, they could be cousins. This is so sweet again, but it's called Care Confection. I mean, what do you think? It's sweet. It has vanilla, whipped cream. I think it's some fruity notes in here, maybe pear. I'm not really sure, you guys, but it's so pretty, but it's very sweet. You really need to like it sweet. The difference to me with this versus the original Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar is just that they don't have patchouli in this one. You don't really pick that up like you do in the original, and that turns some people off. Other than that, it's still candy sweet, still picking up that creaminess, like a whipped cream marshmallowy type of vibe here. Not even so much creamy to me. It's just more candy sweet, syrupy sweet even. Could be too much for some, so keep that in mind. But you know, men love a sweet fragrance, and I'm just saying, if it's date night, you know, if that's what you're going for. But this is sexy, you guys, and it's a good alternative. So I just wanted to give it some love as well. And that again is Care Confection. All right, so last and certainly not least, sis, I wanted to come to you and share one last fragrance that I feel would be perfect for a sexy date night. And this one's new. This one I raved about in just one other video, so it deserves to be talked about at least one more time, right? Because we have to. Guys, this is none other than Doza. Yes. If you didn't already hear enough of me going on and on about this, let me give you the tea. Doza is said to be an impression, or at least I think it's an impression of, let me show you how this sprays. Beautiful. An impression of Cirque du Soleil's fragrance. Yes, to me, that is exactly what this smells like. This is a little different. This isn't your typical sexy fragrance. For me, this is definitely a gourmand. But I wanted to put at least a couple of gourmands in here. I think I got about 3. We had Lira, we had, you know, well, technically Lost Cherry is technically one. Wanted Girl by Night. It's also a few gourmands, Nebras. But I wanted to make sure I put one in for the gourmand girlies. And right now, this is just tea. This is just the one that I'm just like stuck on, because it is just so accurate If you aren't familiar with the Cirque du Soleil fragrance or this one, what I will tell you is that it gives the vibe of like a carnival. All of the things that you would smell, taste, experience at the carnival, that's what this gives. I.e. funnel cakes, i.e. popcorn, i.e. caramel apples, you know, all of those types of vibes. Cotton candy. It's like that wrapped all up in one. The notes for this are like black pepper, I think it's like buttermilk, cake, maybe buttercream icing. It's that. It is. It's all of that wrapped up. I don't really pick up on like that black pepper, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Even if you do, it will only probably be in the opening, I would say. But y'all, it smells like a beautiful blend of all of those things that I mentioned. Your funnel cakes is sexy. If you are a gourmand lover and you wanted something for sexy date night and you want to smell edible, sis, this is what's on my radar right now, and this I highly recommend. I had to say it. I thank you guys so much for staying to the end. That wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button for your girl, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel. But if you decide not to, that's okay too. I thank you so much for staying to the end. I hope to see you guys again next time. And don't forget, make sure you always look good and smell good. And sis, make sure you do it on a budget. Till next time, bye.